I live in the famous city of Accra, and Accra is a patchwork of several things. Accra is choked. Accra is choked with people, it's choked with cars, it's choked with buildings, it's choked with even sound. The thing I love about Accra though is that it's a very colorful city. Whether you're in the market, whether you're at the office, with the people, it's just really a colorful city. And I think that's one of our hallmarks. That's something to take from Accra. In contrast to Edukrom in the eastern region, we usually call it the mountains. There's so much greenery compared to Accra. There's so much greenery, and there's a huge stretch of land in Edukrom, and so the air is cleaner. It's not as noisy as Accra, and you just feel more at peace in the region. And the weather is lovely. It's not hot and humid like Accra is. But I guess both places have their good sides and what works for them. Present Accra it holds a lot of tension. I mean, 2020 has been an overwhelming year. It took everybody by surprise. And so this present moment, I feel like there's a lot of tension. You know, formally when the year is ending, everybody views January as the start of a new year, as a hopeful one. And we're all hesitant to even dream because, of course, we did the same for 2020. And before we knew it, there's an entire pandemic happening. But I think that when it comes to how resourceful that we have been, I always see Accra as a city of boot compass, right? Accra is a city where we are very resourceful and we do things on our own. As to how successful the things that we start become, that's another question on its own. The present is filled with both tension and hope. I think that the future holds a lot of potential for inventing new things or reinventing old things in ways that will help with new things. What gives me hope for 2021? 2020 for me was the year of protests, and I had both the privilege and the disadvantage of being in two different cities to witness protests in different ways. And this is not the first time that Black Lives Matter has taken off, but 2020 saw a year where the momentum was even more greater than before, and communities came together to make sure that everybody was cared for, and still the protest went on. This is what really gives me hope for 2021: community and rage, that we can use our rage collectively, and it won't be in just one person's belly or just one gender's belly, one race's belly, but we all collectively come together to say this is a problem and we will fight for it. The thing that inspires me the most for 2021, or gives me hope the most, was the End SARS protest in Nigeria. And to see a group of young women come together, organize, orchestrate, that they were able to communicate so clearly and consistently, and to continue to do the work, and to be able to say at a point in time, this is what we can do and this is what we can't do, or we are going to put our hands down for now, this is what we are going to continue with. I was just so inspired by these women, and it gives me hope for 2021 because I believe in the youth. A lot of things, especially activism, because of the tools that we have, it feels a lot like the revolution is only online for our generation. But to see that we can come together wherever, in whichever space that we find ourselves in, and use all the tools, all the spaces, all the people, all the skills that we have together for a common purpose is so inspiring. There's something that makes me really unhappy or not content. And it's this dissonance between what artists in Ghana portray in their works and how they actually act or live in the communities. I think that if we are to weigh skills or inventions or techniques, Ghanaian artists will rank among the highest. But there's this, I feel like artists understand the abstract. In the abstract, they understand the issues that their society or their communities are facing. But when it comes to the concrete and in being like a tangible part of the solution, they're always found wanting. I could give an example. A rapper will rap about how the system is opposed towards them, how the system is ruining the people. And then in a couple of months or years, you see them supporting the same system that they rapped about. And so it's just, part of it is, of course, monetary. Part of it is we have to eat, right? We have to eat. But at the same time, if we want to hold our governments, our systems, our leaders accountable, but we do not hold ourselves accountable, how does that work? I want a world where our artists are an actual reflection of their work. You know, not just for aesthetics, not just for sound value, not just lip service, but actively your contributions reflect your work. Yeah, me so much,